Hi everybody, how you doing? I'm having an okay day. I have so much fatigue today that it's just unreal. But today I'm actually going to be talking about the new medication I just picked up from my pharmacy, guys. This is called Belbuca. And I was on oh wow, fibro fog. I was on the Butrans patch. Today was my 7th day that I'm on the patch. So I'm going to be going, when I go home, take it off, and then I'm going to switch to this medication. You guys, I really like the Butrans patch. It gave me some pain relief. Mind you, there's only a 10 mcgs per hour, and then there's 20. She started me on 10 and it just wasn't, I didn't get anything. I was in so much pain. Then she said, slap another patch on. So I did. And mind you, these last for 1 solid week, 7 days. When I did the 20, I did get halfway through. And I was really kind of upset because in our country, we can only go up to a 20. And in the other countries, they go up to 70. So I think that probably will change eventually. If they had a 30, guys, I would have stayed on it. It is amazing to not have to take any pain pills. And not only that, this is not a full spectrum opioid. It's an opioid, has opioid in it, but the way that it works, it's not there to make you have the dependency on it to cause you to have withdrawals and be dependent on that medication due to that fact. And I'm also here in every video, I'm probably going to stress this so much. You are not an addict. You're not addicted to your pain medication. You are dependent on your pain medication due to the fact that you have chronic pain every single day of your life, and you need a pain medication to function in life, to go to the grocery store, and some of us can't even vacation. When I get my pain under control, I can vacation, but my vacations have to be quite different than the normal actual person and different than what I used to do being very active. Okay, so I love the Butrans patch, and if they ever come up with the 30, which would probably be the level to help me with my pain, you guys, I would love it. And I know I've seen YouTube videos where everybody says it itches and scratches, and I have had no side effects whatsoever. Maybe they've done something different. I haven't felt it on. I haven't had any problem at all. Besides, I just did not get enough pain relief. So here we go, Belbuca. Now, the pharmacist, this sweet lady, she says, you are my first person that I've had to fill your prescription for. And I went yesterday to get it because I had to drive all the way down to Laguna Woods to my pain management doctor. And I was just there a week ago. And mind you, California, an hour and a half is like 3 hours in traffic. If it's only an hour and a half on the GPS, it takes you 3 hours there, 3 hours back. It's a long process. I felt so fatigued. My husband took off work and he actually took me down there. And by the way, I found out too, it is normal when you go to a pain management doctor, you sign a contract that first of all, you only go to them as your pain management doctor until you fire them. Okay. And with that, if they prescribe you a medication and then you need to change that medication, we have to bring that leftover medication. And I wasn't hesitant because I filled out this really nice form. I asked a copy of it. There was a witness. They had me cut the 2 patches left over, and they go in this box that nobody can get into it except for, I guess, whoever's that job. And so I did not mind turning it in at all. But at first, when she said, you need to bring your pain medication in, I'm like, giving you my medication? I mean, I'm an adult. I can dispose of it, Never, ever have I ever been labeled as misusing medication, in 10 years of my life being on it. But I do understand why it needs to be controlled because she's writing you a new medication within 1 week. So let you guys all know that's perfectly fine, and that's in their rights to do, and it's for your protection as well as their protection. Okay, so the pharmacist said, can you please come back and tell me how this was for you? So it's so new that, I was told that she actually wants me to tell her about how I feel on this. So I'm kind of excited. Now, the direction says place one film on the inside of the cheek 2 times a day. So here's the deal, guys. Every 12 hours, you're going to put, it's a little film, and I'm not going to open up the patch because I'm going to put it on when I get home. You open it up, and I can kind of feel it. It's just this little tiny square of this little net film. You stick it on the inside of your cheek, and you just go about your business as it dissolves. Most people that I've heard of said it tastes like mint, and then later on it kind of turns into that icky paste, so you probably then will just have to drink something and go about your business. And I'm excited to see how it works. I'm hopefully going to post a video tomorrow and tell you guys, hey, this is how I feel. I did find it. I called my husband because I'm like, I'm not going to get up in the morning at 3 in the morning. It's actually 4 here. So if I took it at 4 here, that means at 4 a.m. I'd be taking my second dose. No, not going to happen. So if I take it now, most likely I'm going to have to go ahead and go to sleep and wait till I wake up to take the second one, and then I'll get myself on a natural routine. I hope that makes sense to you guys, because I know with fibro fog and all that, with my brain going out the window today, I kind of had my husband help me with that one. All right, so Belbuca. Okay, I also have some more information to give you, and sorry about not being... let's see, where would that have gone? I wanted to show you guys something. Hold on, please. Wow. Well, I guess I'm going to have to show it to you later on. What I did was went online and typed in Belbuca. It's Belbuca. I scroll down on Google. It has many different topics. One of them says Belbuca and coupon. Well, that was about 12 o'clock at night. Who doesn't love a coupon? But first of all, I'm like, prescription medication? I don't think so. I opened it up, and it was this program. And you know what? I'm just so wish I had it here. I don't know. I know she handed it back to me because it actually has my number on it. I'm going to search one more time for it. Well, anyway, I'll probably find it after this video. And it was, I printed it out, and it had my personal name on it with a number. And it stated that your first month on Belbuca would be free, that they'll cover up to $100. Now, I have good insurance, and I asked the pharmacy, did you run it through my insurance? They said yes, and it actually was $60. So that would be $60 a month, and $50 a month I paid to my pain management doctor. Hello, that's a lot of money. So the coupon said for the first month, they'll pay up to $100. So when I gave it to them, and she already ran it through my insurance, I gave her the paper, and she literally just said, you don't own anything today. And I read on it, and it said that the second month, I guess they'll pay up to $75, and the third through the 12th month. So this coupon is going to cover you for 1 solid year. After that, I'm going to call the company, and I bet you I can get some more help if I stay on this. So let's say when you get to the 3rd through the 12th month, I believe that it said it was going to cover up to either $50. So my copayment may only be $10. So if you guys need any help with that, if you end up going to your pain management doctor and decide to get on this, then I'll help you with the coupon. I actually told my pain management doctor, and they went online and pulled it up and seen that it was great so they could tell their customers. A lot of people today, I would think that they would be hesitant to give us such a great new medication because of the cost. And that was something that we even thought of. How are we going to afford that? My Percocet 4 per day, only cost me $10 with my insurance company. But guys, let me tell you, let me turn this air down. I'm getting cold. I'm sure all of you guys know what it's like. Temperature just never can stay adjusted with our body. When I feel this sense of empowerment that I am not taking opioids anymore. This is really not considered an opioid like your other pain medication. This was designed in the very beginning for somebody, helping them to come off of opioids without having those side effects. If you guys ever have those side effects, they're horrible. And I want you guys not to fear that at all. For 3 days, I was a little uncomfortable, but I didn't feel hardly anything. It just affected my muscles where I was just more tired and just, like you just kind of felt where it was kind of working on your body, kind of had a headache, but I didn't have those feelings, jittery. I didn't have where I couldn't sit down, flight, or, I always call it, fight or flight, where I just needed to stand up. I couldn't even lay down. The restless legs was just going crazy. I didn't have hardly any of that. And the way that they describe the way these medications work is that it competes with the pain receptor, and it's pulling it out of your system, the opioid, like through my Percocet, and then this is taking over. And I don't know at what point that this became a pain medication, but guys, these are amazing drugs. I don't have, and that's another thing, these are meant to not have euphoria. If you are a person that like the euphoria of taking your pain pills, you are not going to have that at all. My head has never been so clear. I've been a person that don't like feeling anything. It makes me have more anxiety. If you have anxiety, you can't stand it. I do not feel any of that euphoria, and I feel clear. And hey, I'm not shy, guys. I can go poo. It sounds funny, but when you go 3 to 4 days without going poo, your stomach hurts. You can't lose weight. You feel miserable. You hurt. You ache. And I don't even know if I can pronounce this, but I ended up with diverticulitis. Oh, well, whatever. I'll look up the name and tell you later. And I had, there's 2 kinds that you get. And so it did leave me with something permanently, that's wrong. But you guys, it was like 3 days off of my Percocet. And when I was taking the Butrans patch, I started going 3 times a day. You guys, I was announcing to the world, I can poo, I can poo. All right. I'm crazy, right? That's fine. That is so beneficial to be able to have your body functions running correctly, because that's normal. A person's supposed to be doing that. I've not had pain in my stomach. Now, later on, I will also show you that I found something from Amazon that is a digestive enzyme with both prebiotics and probiotics, all in just a capsule. You take 1 per day, and that keeps your immune system up, because your immune system is in your gut. You don't get sick. You guys, I have not felt so good in my stomach then I can't remember years. So I'm so excited about that. So I know what this medication is in the same classification as a Butrans patch, and I'm going to go home and give it a try and let you guys know what the outcome is going to be. And if don't be afraid to talk to your pain management doctors. I did not have a good relationship with mine for some time, especially when I started going to them, and then they're like, oh, we got to get you off of pain medicines. They all say that. We're going to lower your dose down. We're going to, because when this all law passed thing, and the doctors no longer can prescribe you with chronic pain medicine. Doctors now only can give you pain medicine. You sprain your ankle, you're in pain, they're going to give you a couple days worth. That's all doctors can do now. And also doctors now are sending you to all the different specialties, because they're not even going to give you your benzoids anymore. They're going to tell you to go somebody else. I just had a lady tell me that her doctor won't give her fibromyalgia her medication that she takes for fibromyalgia, told her that go get it from your rheumatologist. So I was having my doctor write me for years a list of this much medications. Now I don't even see her unless I get sick. And every now and then they'll call me and say, yeah, you need to come in, do some blood work because it's been a while. So everything has changed, and just get used to that. And if they tell you that one lady said, the doctor said, I'm only going to give you 2 weeks more pain medication. And the only problem was they're supposed to give you a referral to a pain management doctor, and they didn't, because a lot of them just don't do their job. And that's when I say they abandoned us. And that's why people lose their life too, because, okay. And also now my doctor always would prescribe me clozapam for my anxiety. And then she now says, no, you need to go to your psych doctor. And I'm like, well, I don't have a psych doctor, I have a counselor, and they can't write prescriptions. She's like, well, then go find one. So you literally have to go and spend more money just to get somebody to write you now Xanax or clozapam. I mean, you guys, these rules have changed. But the beginning of the relationship I had with my pain doctor was very rude to me, treated me as if I was an addict. It was so bad. I would just cry every time I would leave her office. And they would just threaten you, we're taking you off of your clozapam. And if you're not off by this time, I will not write you any more pain medication. And then they would start checking your urine all the time and making you just feel like you're this big and that you're not an adult and that you're just some slum on the street. I mean, it was a horrible relationship. And I even told her, I said, I have good relationships with my doctors. I really would like to have one with you, and I don't understand what's going on here. I said, I know that you're having to do your job, but do you have to just make me feel, so little? And so as time goes on and, you stick it out, and especially if you feel like that you get progress. Now, my story wasn't all good with her because, during that time when I was on a downward spiral, and when she finally, I had no more benzos, I could not take another clozapam, and it was like a month, and she seen me, and I was a mess in my hair and everything, and I could barely walk, and she just ignored me. She didn't say anything. And then my primary doctor said, Karrie, please go, go to a psychologist, or I think that's the word. And I went, and he wrote me a prescription for clozapam. I said, wait, you're writing this for me, telling me that I need this, but if I take this to my pain doctor, she just got me off of it, and she's going to tell me I can't have it. And he's like, okay, but, there's rules and laws, and, and you can take this, you just can't take it together. And I told him, I'm going to have a nervous breakdown. I feel something's happening to me. I'm losing control of myself. And I went back to her with the prescription from him, and she said, looks like you've really come a long ways, Karrie, because you didn't fill your prescription. Wow. Really? Wow. So if you want to know how I felt abandoned, I went home and I cried. I went home and I didn't see any other doctors. Because why? They all turned me down. Nobody can help. Nobody would help me. I was just there by myself. So it was that process of 6 months and I was, by the way, getting on every herb. I got on THC, which, by the way, later I'll have a video regarding how you can get your medical marijuana card. And it's not for us to smoke dope unless you just want to do that for your medical needs. But I got on the tinniture drops. And I hope I said THC. Was that correct? Again, please excuse me. I might not be saying the right things today. Later on, I'll show you physically what I have. And you can get that online. You just go online, apply for it online. It's $70. A doctor will call you, ask you a couple questions, and you post a picture. 5 days later, it comes in the mail. I gave that to my pain management doctor. Voila, no worries. And they can't do anything. You're legally covered. But that has helped me with anxiety tremendously, as well as Sorry, guys. I don't know if you heard that music. That was my phone. Okay. So, anyways, I'm going to end this. Sorry, it's 20 minutes. I never mean for my videos to go so long. There's just always so much to say. Please subscribe. It's the only way that, we can, get this out there, and maybe there'll be a topic that interests you. Maybe I'm boring and you don't want to watch, that's fine, but maybe it'll help somebody else like the video. And I'm really encouraging you guys, please sign up to the Facebook group that I have, and it's going to be something completely different, guys. We're going in a whole new direction. I've been getting some calls regarding, I'm going to be interviewing 1,000 people. I've already started, and who it is, somebody on television, famous, already wants to get us and our interviewees on her program. So, you guys, this is exciting because we have a voice and we want to be heard, as well as anybody that's lost their life. It's very important that their families reach out to me. We want to be heard finally. So I love you guys, and comment below when you're watching this video. Scroll to the very bottom, comment. Also, find the link to the Facebook group and join. I'll see you guys later. I'll post when I get this out and show you what it's like, and as well as tomorrow I'll tell you how I feel about it. Thank you. If you have any questions, ask. And if I don't know it, I've got quite a few experts in different fields that are here on purposely to help you guys. Okay? Love y'all. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.